and a kidnapping victim, suspect involved in a stabbing. This started in Long Beach. Take a look at that pickup truck. The front wheel on the ground, flat. Don't know how this thing is still going. Now, this has been going on for, let's just say, a little bit of time out here. Now, we just made a transition from the 57 freeway onto the eastbound 210 freeway. That pickup truck, extremely dangerous suspect behind the wheel. A victim, a female victim, kidnapping victim, inside that truck as well. A knife, that was the weapon that was used earlier on. This driver also may have been involved in a stabbing earlier on. Now, like we said, it started in the Long Beach area. How did they get here? A cell phone. Apparently that victim's cell phone, somehow they got the phone number. They've been pinging it. Take a look at these sparks. It's just trailing out of this car out here. Now, the 210, anybody that drives out here knows. And there is a lot. California Highway Patrol, they're the ones behind it right now. Long Beach PD, they're in the pack somewhere as well, along with the Sheriff's Department. That helicopter's been overhead. They've been watching that phone. They've been hearing those pings. But can you imagine this person inside that truck? She's probably scared to death. That truck just blowing out sparks. That front wheel totally collapsed. We're not sure how that has happened, but we can see what is going on. Trail of sparks behind it. Officers in pursuit. Actually, we heard one of the officers mention earlier on, how is this truck not on fire? This is incredible to say the least, but we are so worried about that victim. Apparently, a female inside that truck, kidnapping victim, driver with a knife. This pursuit continuing westbound 10 freeway.
And Stu, the speed kind of would lead you to believe that the driver is being extra cautious, especially with those sparks flying. Did you say they lost rubber on the front right tire? How about the back rear? Right rear.
The back rear looks good, but that front tire is completely collapsed. We're going to try to get this guy over to the side a little bit, over to the right. My pilot today is Timmy. He's hearing me. You can see that tire. It looks like it's just about to come off. Somehow it's wedged underneath the truck. Sparks continuing to fly. Now, the speeds, they're probably about 50 miles an hour, maybe a little bit less, but you know what? That truck has pretty much no control. We saw it make that transition. Amazing that it kept that kind of control, just making that turn. The tire bouncing around. If that comes off, little bit of concern for anybody that may be in the area, but California Highway Patrol running a brake right now, stopping all the traffic behind it. Pretty smart thing to do, because this person extremely desperate. And then we also know involved in a stabbing. They took a female hostage. There goes the tire. So the truck actually speeding up now that that tire is off. But this continues on out here, 210 freeway. We'll get you some areas here in just a moment, but I cannot get my eyes off of this truck. Worried about that victim. Of course, officers from California Highway Patrol, they're behind it. Sheriff's Department, they're involved as well. Their helicopter tracking it. This is all being handled because of a cell phone from that victim.
Hey, Stu, we have our graphic up that you are in the San Dimas area, but tell us what highway you're on.
Here we go, Pit.
Here it is.
They're going to pit him.
There we go.
The high-speed pit, pushing it across the median right there. That may bring this thing to a stop. Whoops, sorry about that. The vehicle pretty much stuck there. I couldn't imagine it going any farther, but this person has been so desperate earlier on. We know that he's been keeping the officers at bay. Right now, though, that victim in the passenger seat, we understand a female, at least that door's popping open. Well, let's see what happens here. We do know that that stabbing suspect, a person with a knife, possibly getting out of the vehicle now, got hands up. This guy just giving it up. There's the kidnapping victim as we understand it. But of course, now all of a sudden they're following the rules. What a dramatic end! What a crazy chase.
Hey, where are you, Stu?
We'll get you a street here in just a second, but we're off the 210 freeway. I can tell you that we're going to be in the Laverne area, just entered the Laverne area. I can get you that off-ramp. Just give me 1 second there. It's going to be Foothill Boulevard. So that's going to be Foothill Boulevard off the 210 freeway, but that's going to be the on-ramp portion right there. You can see we believe that's going to be the kidnapping victim, but right now they're trying to sort all this out. They have her down on her knees. They'll probably take everybody into custody, but it's coming to an end out here. This is going to be eastbound 210 freeway, Laverne area. That's going to be the Foothill on-ramp. and traffic, of course, starting to really build on the 210.
You can see there's the pit again, and the sparks and the fact that there was a loss of a front right tire there really helped police in this case. We're also told this pursuit started in Long Beach and at some point hit another car.
Got a little bit of a glare.
And that's why the rubber came off that right front tire. So that actually helped the police out a little bit.
It's interesting, too, that they both got out the passenger side. If I'm
like
correct,
it
seems like yes, that they both exited the passenger side of the vehicle. It could be because they couldn't open
the tree. You're going to get the tree
the driver's side, but they both exited out the same door. And as we're looking now, complete submission here, it looks like, Stu.
Oh, yeah, definitely. When they got out there, that guy, he put his hands up right away, along with that female. Now, they're taking this guy into custody as well, and you're right. They got out the passenger door, but you can see those officers. They still got their weapons trained on that truck. There is always that possibility that there may still be somebody inside that vehicle. The tinted windows, but you're pretty sure they're going to keep an eye on this. They've got this pretty much handled right now. But, of course, they're going to be talking to that female. They haven't cuffed her, but they're still treating her like a suspect because they just got to sort this whole thing out. Like you said, started in the Long Beach area. We understood Long Beach PD was following this vehicle. Somehow they got the victim's cell phone number. They were pinging that. They're going to be approaching that vehicle right now. And they're gonna approach the vehicle, just double check it, but they're saying the suspect, that would be the male, is in custody. And of course, this crazy pursuit coming to an end out here in the Laverne area.
Yeah, and as they check that vehicle, we are going to take a small break here.
We'll be right back.